A braided halter can be a wonderful addition to your horse tack. Making a braided halter requires that you learn how to braid using a 4-piece braiding technique. It also takes some effort to make each section of the halter the correct length. However, with some forethought and precision, you can make a beautiful halter that will be both useful and fun to use on your horse. How to braid a halter. This video will tell you choosing and cutting your rope, braiding your rope, tying the halter together, adding a braided nose band. Welcome to dailyneedstudio.com. Method 1. Choosing and cutting your rope. Number 1. Get 200 feet 61 meters of rope. To make a braided rope halter you will need quite a bit of rope. The type of rope you choose is up to you, but it should be both strong and small in diameter. Some popular choices that are commonly available include halter cord, yacht rope, mule tape, and paracord. Both of these types of rope are very strong and work well for halters. The 200 feet 61 meters does not have to be in one single piece. Buying 450-foot 15.2 m pieces is fine. Number 2. Cut the rope into 450 feet 15 meters strands. Since the halter will be braided, you will need to create multiple strands. Cut your 200-foot 61 m piece into 4 equal pieces that are each 50 feet 15.2 meters long. Number 3. Tie the ends together. Once you have cut your pieces, you can tie the ends of all 4 pieces of rope into a knot. Take all 4 strands and line them up. Hold one end of the strands and tie them together in an overhand knot. The knot will give you a starting point for your braiding. Number 4. Bundle the majority of each piece of rope. When braiding, long pieces can be hard to manage. Wrap the rope around your hand and then use a rubber band or the end of the rope to tie the wrapped up rope together. To keep them under control as you go, try tying each piece into a bundle except for a few feet. As you work on your braid you can untie the bundle, release some more rope, and then bundle up the excess again.
Did this video help you? Let's comment below. Yes or no.
Method 2. Braiding your rope. Number 1. Start braiding at one end. You will use a 4-strand rope braiding technique to create your braided halter. Continue to braid the first section until it is 30 inches, 76.2 centimeters, long. Then tie an overhand knot with all 4 strands. This section of the braid is called the pole tie piece of the halter. Number 2. Complete a 4-strand braid that is 9 inches, 23 centimeters, long. After you tie the knot, you will begin braiding again. This next section will be 9 inches, 23 centimeters, long. Once the braided rope is long enough, you will tie another overhand knot with all 4 strands. This knot marks the beginning of the nose band. Number 3. Braid the rope another 10 inches, 25 centimeters. This length of the braided rope is creating the nose band that goes across the horse's muzzle. When you have braided this 10 inches, 25 centimeters, tie another knot with all 4 strands. The knot you make after this section of braiding denotes the end of the nose band. Number 4. Continue to braid for another 33 inches, 84 centimeters. This is one of the longer sections of braiding. At the end of this section of rope you will make another knot. This knot is called the throat latch knot. The throat latch knot is the point at which the halter connects in front of the horse's throat. Number 5. Braid 15 in, 38 centimeters, then tie a loop with the end of the rope. The loop should start 10 inches, 25 centimeters, from the last knot you made and should have an opening that is 1 to 2 inches, 2.5 to 5 centimeters, wide. This loop is called the tie loop and it should be big enough to easily tie a rope through it. The tie loop is where you will make the connection that keeps the halter on the horse. Every time you put the halter on your horse you will slip the pole tie piece of the halter through this tie loop and make a knot to hold the halter in place. Number 6. Braid 10 in, 25 centimeters, and then work the braid into the second nose knot. Once you have braided the right amount away from the tie loop, work the braid into the second nose knot that you made. Pull the four ends through the loop of the knot. Then wrap them around the knot and pull them through the bottom part of the knot. As you pull the ends through, they should also go through the loop you just made with the rope. This will lock the rope in with the old knot. You will first need to loosen the nose knot a bit. To make sure that the rope stays the correct length and doesn't shift inside the knot, the braided rope needs to be locked into the nose piece knot. Number 7. Braid 10 more in, 25 centimeters, and combine the rope into the first nose knot. As you did with the second nose knot, you need to lock the section you are working on into the existing knot. Pull the ends of the rope through the main loop of the knot. Then wrap the rope around the knot and go back through the knot again, remembering to go through the loop you just made with the ends of your rope. Once you have worked your rope into the knots you made previously, you will have make a nose band that consists of 2 pieces of rope. Number 8. Braid the rope another 33 inches, 84 centimeters. Once you have braided the rope for this additional length, you are done braiding. This last length of rope will then be attached under the horse's throat and will be used to lead the horse when it has its new halter on.
Did this video help you? Let's comment below. Yes or no.
Method 3. Tying the halter together. Number 1. Locate all the sections you have created. In order to tie your halter together correctly, you need to have a grasp on where each knot goes on the horse. The easiest way is to work down the rope and identify where the double nose piece is. From there, you can situate yourself with the other knots you have made. Number 2. Connect the bottom of the halter. Tie the long end that you braided last into the throat latch knot 33 inches, 84 centimeters, from the end of the nose band. Like you did with the nose band knots, work the braid should into the already existing knot. This section of the halter is where the halter connects together under the horse's throat. The long piece of rope that is left at the end is what you will hold onto when you lead the horse. Number 3. Place the halter onto your horse's head. To get the halter on your horse, put the nose band in place on the horse's muzzle. The loop below the nose band will go below the horse's throat. You should then pull the right ear knot behind the horse's right ear and the tie loop behind the horse's left ear. Be gentle as you pull your halter onto your horse for the first time. Your horse may not be used to this type of equipment, so let it get used to the feeling gradually. Take care to position the tail of the right ear knot so that it is facing back toward the neck and away from the horse's eye. Otherwise, it could irritate or injure the eye. Number 4. Tie the pole tie piece to the tie loop. To secure the halter in place, wrap the pole tie piece of rope around the back of the horse's head and tie it to the tie loop. You will typically use a simple tie knot to connect the pole tie piece and the tie loop. To make a simple tie knot, thread the pole tie piece through the loop from the back to the front. Then take the end of the pole tie piece and thread it under the whole tie loop. Once it has gone under the loop, thread it through the loop made when you moved the rope from the top of the loop down underneath the loop.
Did this video help you? Let's comment below. Yes or no.
Method 4. Adding a braided nose band. Number 1. Pick colored rope for the nose band. To make a simple rope halter more decorative and fun, you can braid the nose band area. Pick out some colored rope that is the same size as the rope used for the halter. You will need between 8 and 10 feet, 2.4 to 3 meters, of this rope for the braided nose band. The length depends on how long your nose band is and how tight you tie your knots. Number 2. Attach the colored rope to the nose section of the halter. To start your decorative addition to the nose band, you will need to attach the additional colored rope to one end of the nose area. Put the center of the colored rope under both pieces of rope that make up the nose band section. Then pull up the ends of the colored rope on either side of the nose section ropes. At this point the center of the colored rope should be under the nose piece ropes. The ends of the colored rope should be on either side of the nose piece ropes. It does not matter what end of the nose section you start your decoration on. The nose band area is typically a section of the halter that covers the horse's muzzle. The halter usually has knots at either end of the nose band section. Number 3. Start wrapping the colored rope around the nose piece ropes. To cover the nose piece ropes, you will start with the piece of colored rope on the right side of the nose piece ropes. Wrap it over the top of the nose piece rope that is closest to it and then under the second nose piece rope. When you have finished with this movement, both of the colored ropes will be on the left side of the nose piece ropes. Then take the colored rope that was originally on the left side of the nose piece ropes and wrap it over the nose piece rope closest to it and then under the second nose piece rope. At this point your colored ropes have both wrapped around one nose piece rope and they have switched positions on the outside of the nose piece ropes. Number 4. Continue wrapping the nose piece ropes. Begin the wrapping movement with the right side once again. Repeat the pattern of wrapping with the right side rope and then the left side rope until the center ropes of the nose piece are completely covered. As you are wrapping, make sure to keep the colored ropes tight. If you can see the nose piece ropes between your wraps, push the wraps down towards where you started until you can't see them anymore. Number 5. Consider using square. Instead of simply wrapping the nose band, you can choose to tie square knots around it. This will make the decoration look more detailed and interesting. This is a more complicated process, but if you know how to tie a square knot, it should not be too difficult. Number 6. Finish off the decorative section. Once you have completely covered the nose piece section of the halter, you will need to tie off the colored ropes you used to decorate it. Tie the colored pieces together on the backside of the halter with a square knot and cut them off. Then feed the ends of the rope back under the decorative loops or into the knot at the end of the nose piece section. Alternately, if you are using paracord, you can simply melt the ends of the rope to finish your decorative section. Cut off the excess rope and then carefully melt the ends with a lighter. This will ensure that the ends don't fray and that the decorative design stays in place.